Good evening. This is the 5FM News, the headlines. Funeral service held for Mrs. Charity Chilatu Kapala in Roma. 2024 CDF audit report uncovers serious management weaknesses. And Ghana official rejects due to December label. This bulletin is live on our Facebook page, 5FM Radio Zambia, and live on our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie Banda. A funeral service was held today at Miracle Life Family Church in Foxtel, Roma, for the late Mrs. Charity Chilatu Kapala, the wife of Honorable Peter Chiwe Kapala, Member of Parliament and Minister of Fisheries and Livestock. The service was attended by President of the Republic of Zambia, Hakainde Hichilema, family members, friends, government officials, and members of the public who gathered to pay their last respects and to stand in solidarity with the Kapala family during this time of loss. President Hichilema expressed his heartfelt sympathies to the bereaved family. The president also stated his thoughts and prayers remain with the Kapala family and called on them to find comfort, strength, and peace in God during this difficult period. Mrs. Charity Chilatu Kapala is remembered for her dedication to family and community, and her passing has been described as a great loss. The acting Auditor General, Ron Mwambwa, has released the 2024 Constituency Development Fund CDF audit report, revealing serious weaknesses in the management and utilization of the fund. Dr. Mwambwa says the report highlights widespread non-enforcement of CDF guidelines, resulting in weak budget utilization, delayed project implementation, and the accumulation of unspent funds, which deny communities timely access to essential services. He notes that the misapplication of youth and women empowerment grants, with some beneficiaries diverting funds to unauthorized activities, has reduced the impact of empowerment programs and weakened public confidence in CDF interventions. The audit further reveals poor management of soft loans, marked by weak loan recovery processes and ineffective enforcement of penalties, leading to significant outstanding balances and limiting support to new beneficiaries. Dr. Mwambwa also raised concern over weak bursary management, including cases where beneficiaries failed to report to learning institutions after payments were made, as well as the funding of non-skills courses contrary to CDF guidelines. The report further points to poor procurement and contract management, with abandoned projects, delayed deliveries, and defective goods compromising value for money and slowing community development. The acting Auditor General has recommended strengthened oversight, stricter enforcement against defaulting contractors, improved project tracking, enhanced accountability, and tighter controls on empowerment grants, loans, and bursaries. Dr. Mwambwa says addressing these issues is critical to safeguarding public resources and ensuring the CDF delivers sustainable benefits to communities across Zambia. This is contained in a press statement issued by the Office Head of Public Relations, Helen Chikale. The Lusaka City Council, LCC, in partnership with ZEPRE, has planted 102 trees along Addis Ababa Road, stretching from the roundabout to the Great East Road. As part of efforts to green the environment and combat climate change, ZEPRE has donated more than 3,000 trees, including fruit varieties, to be planted in strategic locations across the city. The planting exercise this morning, Lusaka Mayor Chilando Chitangala described trees as a lifeline in promoting sustainability and tackling climate change. Mrs. Chitangala emphasized that trees are life givers, noting their role in purifying the air, reducing pollution, and life. The mayor placed continued efforts to expand Lusaka's green spaces, strengthen partnerships with schools, and enforce environmental policies through the council's environment section. She further urged residents to join the initiative by planting trees in their yards and caring for new additions, with the goal of transforming Lusaka into a resilient green city. Reaffirming her office's commitment to environmental stewardship, Mr. Tangala stressed that tree planting is part of a long-term vision for sustainable Lusaka. The mayor held ZEP RE for the gesture, saying it will go a long way in revitalizing the environment, urging other organizations to emulate. Meanwhile, ZEP RE country manager for Zambia and Malawi, Owen Muntari, expressed joy for having partnered with the council in implementing the initiative. Mr. Montali said ZEP-RE made a commitment after celebrating its 30th anniversary to plant 30,000 trees in Lusaka, and that today's activity was the first phase of its implementation. The Medicines Research and Access Platform (MEDRAP) has congratulated the Minister of Health and Ministry of Health on the appointment of the Zambia Medicines and Medical Supplies Agency (ZAMSA) Board of Directors. MEDRAP Executive Director Lioka Lioka says the appointment is a significant milestone, noting that ZAMSA has operated without a substantive board for a prolonged period. Mr. Lioka says the development strengthens governance and ensures effective oversight of the institution, rather, in line with the ZAMSA Act, which requires the agency to operate under the supervision of an independent board of directors. He has further commended the Ministry of Health for creating an enabling environment for the board to begin its work, including the commencement of the recruitment process for a substantive director general. Mr. Lioka adds that the appointment allows the ministry to step back from day to day operations and enables the board to carry out its mandate independently, as described or prescribed rather by law. And in other news trending this evening, Medical for Quality Healthcare in Zambia has proposed a new approach to reforming the employment of medical doctors through the introduction of paid, contract based internships for junior resident medical officers. Zambia Qualifications Authority Director General Messi Ngoma has announced that Zaka has verified 59,137 qualifications this year, ensuring that only legitimate qualifications are accepted for employment or higher education. Stand by for business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
In a major development for Africa's energy sector, Greenco, in partnership with Impact Fund Denmark (IFDK) and the European Commission, has secured a £50 million guarantee under the European Fund for Sustainable Development Plus (EFSD Plus). This new facility is a game changer for sub-Saharan Africa's electricity markets. It will help Grenco meet long-term payment obligations to independent power producers across countries like Zambia, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Namibia, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. The £50 million guarantee, along with an additional $6 million United States dollar investment by IFDK, addresses one of Africa's biggest challenges in the energy sector: the lack of credit-worthy buyers of power. By strengthening Greenco's balance sheet, it opens the door for private capital investment in markets previously seen as too risky. According to Kathy Oxby, Chief Commercial Officer at Grenco, this guarantee proves that African power markets can thrive without sovereign backing, accelerating the continent's energy transition. The project is set to catalyze investment in over 500 megawatts of renewable energy capacity across Southern Africa, including supporting the Southern African power pool. Ends the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
And in news from across our borders, due to December, a popular term for Ghana in Nigeria's end-of-year party season can have negative connotations. Ghana's official for diaspora affairs has said, adding that he does not want the label linked with his country. Dirty, West African pidgin for dirty, is used to express unrestricted fun when it comes to seeing the year out. The celebrations are thought to be a huge boost to Ghana's economy. Last December, more than 125,000 international visitors, many of whom were diasporans, flocked to Ghana. And in sports news, Patson Daka struck late in stoppage time to rescue a point for Zambia in their opening Africa Cup of Nations match against Mali this afternoon. The Leicester City forward connected with Matthews Bander's curling cross from the right, diving to head the ball past goalkeeper Jiju Diarra from close range to level the scores in a dramatic fashion. Mali had gone ahead earlier through Lassine Sinayoko, who converted from inside the box following sustained attacking pressure. They had a chance to extend their lead before the break, but El Bilal Torre failed to convert from the penalty spot. Zambia found it difficult to settle into the game and lacked cutting edge going forward, despite showing determination throughout the match and the late equalizer, however, allowed the Chipolopolo to claim a crucial point. The 1-all result sees Mali and Zambia share the points, with host Morocco standing alone on maximum points after the first round of Group A fixtures. Final score, Zambia 1 and Mali 1. And now, the weather.
Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy. Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
The evening is cloudy with rain and occasional thunder. Ends our weather report, and that item brings us to the end of the news. But before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines. Funeral service held for Mrs. Charity Chilatu Kapala in Roma. 2024 CDF audit report uncovers serious management weaknesses. And finally, Ghana official rejects due to December label. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the happy world of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. My name is Lance Sannie. Enjoy the rest of the evening.